Hi, I'm Mike Miller. Welcome to the Bonsai channel. Today I'll be repotting a bonsai, and it's important to know that you need to repot a bonsai probably every 3 years, because if you watch my fertilizer segment you'll probably realize that I like to do the constant feed. And the constant feed actually over time adds a lot of salt to the potting medium, so it's a good idea to repot it every 2-3 years anyway, just to make sure that you have good clean dirt. So I'm going to let you look over my shoulder as I repot this bonsai here. I have my bonsai ready. As you can see, the dirt's washed out of it quite a bit, so that's the one thing I'll be taking out. Now the plant has some wire holding it in, so I'm going to go ahead and undo that. And it comes out pretty well. Okay, there's basically two kinds of soil that you can use. The first is an Akadama, and I'll show you that in a second. And then the Fujiyma brand Japanese soil. And just to show you that, that's similar to what was used here. The Japanese soil is quite porous, and it's made up of a lot of pine bark and little big clay pieces. So that's very good, but I prefer the Akadama, so I'm going to repot this using that. First I need to get rid of the soil and the root rake. Trying to get rid of this spare soil. Okay, you can see the roots I'm left with, and basically there's no soil in there, it's just a mass of roots. So I'm going to go ahead and call that done. Now, the one thing, of course, you'll probably notice is that the bonsai container has this little screen, and you can get that at Dallas Bonsai Garden. And you use water to hold that shut. That way, because our soil is porous and the hole is pretty large, no soil will be washed out of the hole. So what I'll do is fill it up a little bit with the Akadama. I'm wanting to put this plant in here. Alright. But I want it to have good drainage underneath it. That's good, so I'm going to go ahead and wire this back. You can see that wire there. Just to lock down the tree and to firmly hold it in the pot. And I have to do that because the soil is so loose and porous. Some people in England want to use a real thick clay base soil, and it doesn't drain well and it's very heavy, and you wouldn't need to wire the plant in using that method, but we don't suggest it because the plant doesn't drain very well and you can get root rot. Eventually what I want is a little rim. I don't want the soil above the lip of the pot. But the Akadama will settle a little bit, and so this is just under the lip, and I call it perfect. So essentially there it is. It's all done. And that's how you repot a bonsai.